Hi, I'm Karen from the Yoga Room in Mornington. Today we're going to go through one of the seated postures in the Ashtanga primary sequence, Adho Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Sarah's going to be demonstrating for us today. So we're going to come into the full expression. This is if the hip, knee and ankle are open enough to come into a half lotus position. So through the right side, drawing the knee back to try and get the foot up as high as you can into the crease of the thigh, ultimately getting the sole of the foot to face up towards the ceiling, the knee relaxing down towards the floor. Once this position's comfortable, you work towards the bind, so the right arm comes behind the back, trying to catch onto the toe, and then left arm reaching forward to the left foot. Nice and engaged through the left leg. And inhale lifts you and lengthens through the spine, and then the exhale folds you forward, chin towards the shin, keeping that length through the spine, really rolling back through this shoulder to maintain a nice grip onto the foot, and 5 breaths holding here. After the 5 breaths, we inhale to lift, still holding the foot, and then we exhale to release. And that's where we'd come into a jump back and a jump through to take us into the next side. Now for the modifications of this pose. It's a strong position, the half lotus position. A lot of people struggle with this position initially, so we want to work modifications to build towards it, to learn to soften the hip coming into that external rotation. So to start with, attempting to lift the foot up as high as you can on the thigh. If there's any strain whatsoever, particularly on this inner part of the knee, you want to back it off. You don't want to be feeling the pose there. You want to take more time to soften the hip. So you can try placing the foot a little further down the leg, perhaps supporting underneath the knee with the right arm, and then just breathing there, trying to lift and maintain the integrity of the pose that way. From this position, you can reach forward and hold the foot or the shin and hold your 5 breaths there. If there's too much discomfort through the knee, you can take the foot to the floor for a Janushirasana A position, again reaching forward, folding through the exhale, 5 breaths to help you soften the hip, and then we'll bring in the half lotus position once the hip has softened. To go a little bit deeper into the pose for the half lotus, and remembering to cradle the ankle and the foot from underneath, draw the knee back as far as you can to feel that opening for the hip, and then slowly starting to close the knee joint as you bring the knee forward, trying to place the foot as high as you can into the crease of the thigh, then allowing the knee to relax down into the full half lotus position. You can reach both hands forward to the foot if you're not working the bind, and just hold it where you feel it, keeping that length again in the spine. And that was Adho Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana.